for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and we see me at the internet on www.radiodemocracy.sl. My name is Stan Swai, where they bring this edition of the program Midday Show come to you. Like all time inside this program, we get plenty news, information, and entertainment. So do with me for the next 1 hour. Inside the program today, we go talk to the Secretary General, Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, where we can talk about the annual general meeting of the Salon Court Reporters Association. The program na Midday Show, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by way you send text message at the number 077-981-981. And self, you can go now we Radio Democracy Facebook page and make your contribution inside the program. The program na Midday Show, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, where they start to look at issue them inside the program. As the fight against Kush don't be something where government don't the fight against make some young people we na Kush victim. Now as a community, don't call on government for help them with work so don't go able to engage themselves and tap for involved by Kush and other drugs them. Well, we reporter Alfred Jana gets more and we're gonna report.
Presently, now there's a community. We're a community where comprises of so many youth them, and some of we youth them, they go school today. Some man now a multi-talented person. Well, some of them youth them there's a community. They don't watch themselves. They don't see say waiting to be the part when are the kush smoking itself. They don't tire. And I can't get them, voice them, for explain, tell me, waiting the things them where them actually demand or where they want. So I they come talk to some of them youth man they are so where they still they take this tier. Make them go explain, tell me, waiting now some of the things the way all them up to now where they smoke this kush, and again waiting make for some of the fear for going on some of their rehabilitation places them the government will establish for some of them who don't become victim to the kush. So I they come talk to one who go come tell me what's your name? What's your name, please?
My name Ahmed Bennett. Because this drug are kush. We don't serve for smoke in the community. The respect no they again. Look, self man are tooth for the tooth for low money. You for go buy the kush back or respect no they. If a government do a, we do use my do a zack. We do pack kush. You see on help we. If you still with smoke kush, you have to be in next generation of community. Don't do a because who the sky situation you have a teacher on the council can some situation they can then they advocate you for go grab. But who the sky now then you have if then the woman street on street men go give we go flush the kush now with system. If our government do a help with the youth man do as a police train.
My name Malik Jibaze.
All right. So explain, tell me actually what's going to be the move. I mean, for not call on government.
Well, as I just like as Bugora they say, even the maybe sometimes some man even they scared because if they go complain, they go come out see how government they support, government they this, government they that, and when they go they see that they chain man like dog that kind way they skits that kind way and they say like say no, not fit here because we go today. Sometimes if not elder person go there, then go begin go talk say everything is okay, everything is good. But if you not experienced person go there, you go watch for yourself. You know see everything okay.
I think they can sing for to other people when are the victim of this drug. Another person will come tell me again what's not in name.
Name Black Can. When me for it, I will smoke kusha. All my don't fear me because why you see, when you see that the smoker, some have seen me a bad person, but me not a bad person. Why did you guys? Some people they watch me so kind when they want to look understand. So that they all make I know what you say. And we say the same for good. Woman go do the think I say it's kisui. Say, we see some we brother will be die. So my will be the titan. But take us because we no go respect. Because we no get that. I fear honest on any power. We care for goodie.
As then some of them they get the fairness in them say if they go na them we have censor them then go be it might it as and then they say some of them make example whereas they say if they go they change them so them go actually the fear for go inside the rehab center themselves for the society for the democracy Mina African the report.
The program na midday show where they come to you from the society for Democracy 98.1 FM. We go welcome with studio guest when Ibrahim Kabature, one of the Secretary General Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association India for talk about the annual general meeting of the Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association. Good afternoon and welcome to the program midday show.
Good afternoon, listeners.
All right, so let me start to look at within the Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association debate, within this body debate.
The Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association is a body we set up in 2008. It's colleague journalism, senior colleague journalism. We decide to say, but with the report on court matters then. It's a hard time we get an association, we go man the affairs of court reporters then within the court room or within the court building. So as some of the reasons in this way, some of the reasons in this why they formed the Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association in 2008.
So from 2008 to now, what are some of the activities then this association don't do?
And funnily, when they formed this association, the one that will be there in charge of the body at that time, they not be get slash accreditation at that time. So mainly na just meetings they keep and then it gets a little bit of engagement. But since we own executive, we're the Salifu-led executive, we don't get to first general meeting. We're not last year we get and this one we hold at the second one. And we don't do several things then. Include we don't get trainings them from for journalism, and we don't get. A few weeks back, we training on the new CPA, the 2024 the CPA Act.
Okay. All right. So let's look at how una don't they cater for the welfare of court reporters in the country.
Generally, we get 54 members them across the country, and the amount of money we largely give based on the subvention government they give them, and not enough. So basically, like this year, the subvention will give 30,000 leons. At 30,000 leons, we use them for do this training. We are the talk about the new CPA. We reach out to the DPP and the Sierra Leone Judiciary where they may come in for help. We conduct this training also. Yes, in terms of the capacity we members them, we try for meet with different bodies them, because when you look at the amount of journalists that we involve direct, when you look at the amount of journalists that the president at Tonga, unable cater for the all because of the amount of budget we really get. So the little things we do in terms of for provide trainings. For now, that's what they do. Because so we get to umbrella body as large, then they get responsibility for cater for.
So the training we wanna do this being the first training we did.
No, we don't do several. Usually don't do for training. In 2020, we will do the Peace Museum, and this one we will do the second one. So we train the court reporters on the new CPA, the 2024 new CPA.
All right. So since 2008, this body also wanna establish this body. Take me to some of the impacts them this association don't create in the life of court reporters then.
We don't create several impacts them, and we all know we get big matters that we they come up in the court, and if you know to court reporters, it will be very difficult for them to understand the procedure or the processes by which you go before reporting a court. Because we get something they call contempt. If you know to frequent reporter or if you're not trained for reports a court, you find out say you will get issue. You write something way maybe the judge not say, or you write something way the magistrate not say. And that's not contempt. So we think in this way, we as an executive, who can tell you one the way they go to court for a report. The new one and more they go to court for a report.
All right, the program na midday show where they come to you from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We get the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association where they are for talk about the annual general meeting. We don't talk about some of the activities them we the association don't do. Look at some of the challenges them we una don't face to ensure so una implement some of una programs them we una plan for implement for court reporters them at the country. What's some of the challenges there so una don't face?
Like for instance, the one with the provincial districts, we not get enough members them. If I can check my records, now 3 when I paid up members.
Okay.
We get 1 from Kenema, 1 from McKinney, 2 from McKinney, and then members are then self-active.
Okay.
And then they pay them and use them. So for them we reach out to them, it's very difficult. Like I say, finance is the key issue we will be facing.
Okay.
And we not get that budget for pay, go upline, for meeting journalists them. But like I can say, the last training which judiciary get, all them people and they be involved into that training day. So we hope for get funding. So at least we'll extend the Olive branch to the one of the provinces for them can join with.
All right, so what that's them for becoming a member of this association?
Somebody very effective. And presently, again, I just want to raise this. We just don't review the constitution in tandem with SLAG, because SLAG be given a mandate say all affiliate bodies we under SLAG forget a constitution we they in line with their own. So we just don't we own as an executive and as a body. The criteria lady for becoming a member. Firstly, you have for reports. You have to be an active reporter in a court. And again, you don't get for them in media houses. So the quality of the criteria is for becoming a court reporter.
Okay. So you get for the media house.
Media house, and you get for effective in the court proceedings for know how the court they run.
All right. So how don't they promote the court reporters them professional aspects or skills?
Like I say, court reporting is a professional body. All over the world. It's a professional reporting. Like I said a few minutes ago, if you're not familiar with the proceedings, possibilities for you can report something where the lawyer not say or judge not say or magistrate not say. And that's not a contempt. Although since we executive can never get that kind situation the way a particular journalist reports something way not in line with waiting the procedure will happen directly at the courts. So like I can say they are reporters they are very professional and they do their job diligently.
All right, so what are the structure of the Court Reporters Association?
The structures, we get the president, we get the vice president, secretary general, we get the PRO, we get the organizing secretary, and we get the general membership.
All right, the program na midday show where they come to you from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We get the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, winner Ibrahim Kabature, where they are for talk about the annual general meeting. We the only program na midday show where they come to you from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, where they look at another issue inside the program. The cluster head na Premium Divines Reading Company Limited, Kenneth Kunawa say part of the corporate social responsibility them na for support comrade with young pizza, milk and other food item. Then in talk this is our meeting we then get outside then go celebrate the World Mother's Day celebration. Where for more on this, we could join reporter Alaji Chalo.
September 1908. Country at the world, the start was celebrate Mother's Day, May 10 any year, and Salone. Now one among the country at the world we don dey celebrate this day. Inside this celebration, organization dem can celebrate World Mothers Day the second Sunday after May 10. With this, make people dem wey dey bring Yumvita milk na salon celebrate with comrade dem with the Yumvita milk as part of dem corporate social responsibility inside the World Mothers Day celebration. Inside this engagement, plenty ladida be happen outside comrade dem comot from Kono, Cambia and Kenema district for celebrate this day with the Yumvita milk. Wey in dey talk, the cluster head na Premium Divine Trading Company Limited, Kenneth Konua, talk about the importance but the Yumvita milk.
We are having this event on the sidelines of the Mother's Day celebration, which happened a couple of days ago. But the most important thing is that it is a time that we want to bring mothers together to celebrate them for their sacrifices and contribution. Most importantly also, to propagate the agenda of good nutrition for their kids. And that is where Yumvita comes. Yumvita, we all know, is a fortified food drink, cereal beverage. Very, very good for our kids. Immediately start after 6 months and can be enjoyed by all classes, including the parents and adults.
We himself dey talk, the Assistant National Marketing Lead na Premium Divine Trading Company Limited, Manso Bangura, talk about the benefits them wey Yumvita milk get to pikin the well body one.
Yumvita na a delicious and nutritious baby food rated strictly to pikin rated from 6 months onward. Yumvita gets a lot of vitamins and minerals there. When you look at that, it gets 11 vitamins and 5 minerals there.
Inside the Yumvita Milk Mother's Day celebration, I be meet and talk with some comrade dem wey be dey part of this engagement and ask them wetin this celebration mean to them. And at this time, we get for say.
From when we begin 6 months, now begin use Yumvita para. Yumvita they make you begin grow. It is strengthening body. And not a pullash, no nothing para. It good for begin. If you not try it, you can try now.
Today, we start campaign Yumvita the program Mother's Day challenge. I feel so sweet. I feel so happy. Like me picking me the 2 years since why don't we give Yumvita? It grow healthy. In weight no ever reduce. Since why I begin the Yumvita, it weight no add and chubby. Me picking the grow fine. So I just send this message to me company comrade and for let them go they buy Yumvita for the picking for let them go they give them picking for Yumvita na the best part for now we asabi.
So for my we born after 6 months now start to get Yumvita then in body begin change in weight the add in body the fine in belly run in a pull rash and body. So I say okay for me picking.
Then comrade end up for tell thank you to Premium Divine Trading Company Limited for give them Yumvita milk and food item and assure them say they go continue for give them picking Yumvita milk so that them picking them go well for the Society for Radio Democracy. Me na Alhaji Jallo they report.
Midday show where come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, Wena Ibrahim Kabature, we there for talk about the annual general meeting we that all as we don't support some of the activities them we the association don't do. Look at some of the key achievements them of the Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association since when I established this body inside 2008.
Like I say, we don't embark on so many in recent time. The training we shall be do for we in 2020, and recently on the 25th of April 2026, we will get a training on this new CPA 2024 Act where they review the Parliament. We now one of the major things that we journalists them be cry for.
Okay.
Because when you look at any organization with for key participating members there, now one of the key things that you could do for them. If I say most young journalists that they go to court, they need for getting trainings there so. Because this is not a new act we wouldn't just bring, and they need for abreast with some of the provisions that we did. What are some of the things that we for report on, how you for report on and things then they. So this not be a big one for we as an executive and as a body. When I listen, and again, like I say, we plan for get a bigger one because we look at the judiciary and get different courts them we will need training we journalists they cry for. Among the courts and they get the anti-corruption courts, we get the Nancy court. We journalists in the reports on them, then courts in there. Because most of them they fear say, you know, have to go report on something where do not get proper understanding, but or have to report on the issues then they. So they try to engage the appropriate in people when are the institutions they are so we create training for members them.
So how this association is so important to democracy and good governance in Salon?
Directly with the only balance as a court reporter. When you report, because you get political matters the way they can court. The manner by which you report on the matters then that will show you professionalism exactly as a journalist. Because now waiting you see or waiting you listen a court, now you report on. That's the alone you go create that kind of balance we society need as a journalist.
All right, the program Namidi Show, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We get the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, Winner Ibrahim Kabature, we there for talk about the annual general meeting. We did now let we come to an annual general meeting of the Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association. Take me to waiting now the reason for this general meeting.
This is the second annual general meeting. The first will be held last year, April, where we get in a judiciary building of yourself. Now we get that we force a GMD. It be successful. So we decide to say we get people and we the reports on court reporting. Why we not decide to do at the provincial state? So we discuss with the general membership and unanimously everybody be agree. What we do and we pick McKinney, become McKinney, get the highest amount of reports as well the reports on court reporting. So that's the reason we make we choose. We make ways.
All right, so from 2008 to last year and this year, why now they do AGM?
Like I say, finance will be the problem.
Okay.
Finance is one of the major problems we will be facing. But since the government begin give subvention to Sludge save the tip with partner subvention day, that creates the balance. Say, at least we begin hold a meeting for this body come together.
So what are the importance of this annual general meeting? When are they all?
Firstly, if we go accountable to members them, because we financial reports, we don't go tell the general membership how the association they move. For some of the things in this, because if you don't inform your membership, they go look at the one they are so where they will be. They tell you what's in the happen. So you need for know. That's one of the reasons this way I would decide for all this we AGM.
All right, the program Namidi Show, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get the Secretary General, Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, Winner Ibrahim Kabature. We there for talk about the annual general meeting with the Court Reporters Association. The program Namidi Show, we look at another issue inside the program. The Community Secretary for Climax Foundation, Alaji Senesi Ba, say the different food items there where they don't get to picking them. Now the Miltimagai School for the Blind, a part of the foundation and mission for give back to society. It took this we member the foundation go get in for it and other food items them to Miltimagai School for the Blind. We reporter Ademi Jackson gets more and you're gonna report.
Climax Breed Foundation, an organization will then be set up between 2024 and 2025 by past students of Rabi College, and this foundation come from the Climax Club of Rabi College. The reason why they set up this foundation now for CC, they support less privileged Pikindem as well for give back to society. For sake of this make, member them from the Climax Breed Foundation don't go get in for it to Pikindem na the Mintimagai School for the Blind. We talk the Community Secretary for Climax Breed Foundation, Alaji Sanusi Ba, talk more about the reason why they decide for go waka at the Mintimagai School for the Blind.
The Climax Breed Foundation is a foundation that was legally registered around 2023-2024, or before the registration, of course, will be in existence for some years. The membership, we are past students of Rabi College. As a way of giving back to society, we decided to form the Climax Build Foundation. As one of our core aims and objectives is to give back to society. After hearing the principal in so many radio stations about the challenges the school is facing, so we thought it fit that we should render a helping hand to the school.
But waiting at the different thing them, where then go get to picking them at the Mintimagai School for the Blind, the chairman for Climax Build Foundation, David Williams, he explained.
As you can see, for us here present, we've come along with oil, 5-gallon fork. We have 50 kilograms rice. We have 4 carton tin tomatoes. We have 2 bags onions. We have 3 Maggi seasoned cube, the carton. We have 2 luncheon meat, the carton. 2 carton sardine. 3 large cup mayonnaise. 100 packets water as in the sachet. 1 bag sugar. 1 bag powdered milk and 1 carton Ovaltine.
Inside in your talk, the head teacher for the Mintimagai School for the Blind, Salu Ture, say this support come the right time where the school they celebrate 70 years and talk about the impact where the school don't make in society.
Climax Build Foundation have made their presence felt at the Mintimagai School for the Blind. Celebrating 70 years anniversary, you are not going to be out of that history any longer. You're going to be part of us and part of this community. Yes, the chairman said for the very first time he has stepped his foot on the grounds of the Mintimagai School for the Blind. This is a school that have gone on for 70 years and has provided a lot of education to many students. If you're hearing people like Attila, Freddy Kamara, the Emma Parkers, and a lot of others, all of these people came through this school, these buildings. We have tried and worked hard as a school, despite all challenges, to pursue and put those challenges behind our back. And that's why you see the children today smiling, happy. As you're mentioning the item, as a boarding school, we always need these items.
The head teacher for the Mintimagai School for the Blind, Salu Ture, and for assure member them at the Climax Build Foundation say they go use the different food item them where they don't go get to the school as way for improve their well-being and their livelihood condition for the Society for Radio Democracy. Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
Program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We get Ibrahim Kabature, Secretary General, Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, where they are for talk about the annual general meeting where they all continue for the way to inside the program as we go for a short music break.
This time we come to the salon. So we know it's not the team, the man then. Come together, cause no other person who can for mix alone past we. Listen to the lyrics, the message, learn some lesson and get some blessing. Go to utter we for Yegi, then they shoot and they loot. The man they don't die, or them picking they cry. The problem just a pile, nobody know they smile. And because it's trouble, just a double. People they grumble, say they not go able, because it's not stable. Waiting for do. Now for stop the feds, make use of waiting we get, forgive and forget. Those well a bit of medicine, so we go well. With God your blessings, alone go well. That's when they walk go day, and then go they pay. Then big businessman go come, so we say we come. Bookman go hold a tool, picking go na school. We go travel up and down, let's go plenty in our tongue. The one with the sing or play, but set go get small. This total lie we go try and amplify, but first let we beg God for this one word. Salon Milan, Salon Milan, Salon now we. Man there and sister there. No, them man they left for sleep. Now begin creep. Yeah, you know, man they feel pain and strain. But I believe in the end, we must get gain. If we listen to the lesson, we'll get some blessing. Now we all the beg God for this one word. And now this way, if we say we go get one word, then we left Akata and Falamakata. Stop the badat and Kungusa. Now by the way they all them bad news is scatter. So man they still fool, but all way them go school. You go so they can, so you talk this and talk that he put for me. Then just to take. You think you really wanna, so man can go na corner and make him member. Who said this thing good? All man look corrupt, even speaking with just born. People they go and don't at the tongue. Waiting they cause that, now the feds. So mommy and daddy, let we come together.
The program na midday show where they come to you from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We look at another issue inside the program. The manager for Public Health Laboratory na the National Public Health Agency, Doris Harding, don't say government don't get the biofire equipment and we other country them they use to identify and track the new Ebola virus as part of the preparation for make the sick no come na salon for the second term. It talk this inside the every week press briefing with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education organize to update the public about the preparation for tap the Ebola virus not for come na the country. Jafamans Davis gets more and gonna report.
The new but the recent Ebola outbreak inside Africa now we don't bring plenty concern to different governments them on how they for prepare for make sure say this sick not come na them country and kill people them. This now one way Salon government don't they make different move for make sure say even will neighbor country they know they get them. The sick not reach na Salon for the second term. Now for sake of this, make the Ministry of Information and Civic Education engage people in the health sector for explain waiting don't they go on and the work where they do. The Executive Director for the National Public Health Agency, Professor Fodesa, will start first for explain about the situation of the country and this sick year.
Sierra Leone currently is Ebola free and the country itself, WHO class as low risk. But I want the Sierra Leone people know that this particular strain will deal with a very rare. Currently, no vaccine for them. So as a country, what we don't do? One, we don't increase the alert level to level 2. We don't enhance screening at all with entry points. 3, we don't pre-position emergency supplies at all them border crossing points. 5th one is we don't activate with sub-regional cooperation, Liberia and Guinea.
Professor Fodesa, together with one parent colleague, now this agency we go before for explain to citizens them, but the travel portal where the agency don't establish now as way for check passenger that where they come to the country to the different entry points them for cancer alone. With this update, the attention be later turned to the laboratory work for look inside the different tests and check them what the health sector get for the do during this term. And the manager public health laboratory now the National Public Health Agency, Doris Harding, be explain but how prepare this parts of the sector for contributes to the goal.
So the lab is ever ready. We get strong personnel then, we get the right equipment, we get reagents. As for this disease what we talk about, you don't need to win. It's part of a routine system. We already talk with the counterparts of WHO, not only WHO, we also get other partners then we'll always discuss with. In fact, some of them don't even give and equipment when I buy your fire, where they test for 16 of those pathogens. If the positive with the biofire, we get another reagent where they confirm for tell we say this na bujubu.
But with the kind strangeness within the country, question where plenty people go ask now about whether government prepare for make sure say couple business not unbog the process and the strategy them where they don't put in place. The Deputy Minister of Health 1, Professor Charles Senesi, will explain more to the media but waiting government they do.
Yes, indeed, resources are needed in the healthcare system, especially in terms of pandemic, both human, material, and financial. And even as we talk now, I oversee the public health agency and the political portfolio. Me and Professor Sa in the entirety will work closely with the Minister of Finance for make sure say we ring-fence certain resources them and make sure that if anything something happen, we government they jump on top of it. So we get the knowledge, we get the capabilities, so we get the biomedical engineering units now where they get peer some of the machines and where they break down. So as a country we develop towards that excellence, we will become the Athens of West Africa in healthcare system.
The Ministry of Health and other partners in the health sector and for encourage citizens them not for panic during this term, but say them for report and work with the different agencies them so that government go able for tap this sick, not for reaching the country for the second term. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Jafamans Davis, the report.
The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Ibrahim Kabature, Secretary General Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, where they are for talk about the annual general meeting with the Salon Court Reporters Association. Now we don't look at within these debates. Look at the impact of this annual general meeting we on the old. What's not the impact what this will create na the life of court reporter and professional one?
This alone will create so many impacts. Firstly, it will create an impact where it will bring all court reporters in together. So that we know exactly the one way they report the courts.
Okay.
All of the key factors in this. Because over the years we don't lost the database of actually the amount of people that they report. Like I say, me are the administrative head of Sierra Leone Court Reporters. My database now 54 members I get.
Okay.
But how many of them 54 members in the report effectively? So among the reasons there, and for them we able to know exactly the amount of members that we get, and for able to prepare them for other community.
All right. So the AGM now one day.
Now 2 days we go the 29.
Okay.
We do on the 30th and the 31st we return back.
So side they take place?
Namakeni, countryside, Namakeni.
All right. So what then are the stakeholders them go for involved in this AGM?
Judiciary in one.
Okay.
The DPP office we send congratulations to the newly Solicitor General. We now one of the people in this way support we recently know we get, and we don't invite them. We have to be part of this particular AGM, and we know so plenty, but we not large. We then served of the parts of this AGM.
So what are some of the main things them we wanna get for talk about now this AGM?
Like I say, we general budgets, we general finances, how they run the association, one of the key things and this what we go discuss, and the programs they would set in line after this AGM. We go discuss as a family, and we do adopt to a new constitution we just do review.
So what are the theme for this year AGM?
The theme now a pillar for accountability in the justice system.
So what does this theme mean to owners, court reporters then?
This for the people that know say, even with the court reporters there, the public always responsible for anything we do. So one for be accountable whatever thing we do as a reporter. So that's why we own Motula professionalism. We always want to be professional whatever thing we do.
So how this AGM also will promote transparency and accountability within the association?
Firstly, we create this particular theme for ensure say that the general body gets trust in this current executive year. So they know say whatever penny we slash the give as a body, we were accountable for them. So with this particular AGM here, so then the general body and the membership will know say we are accountable at every given time. We then cancel for ask for accountability.
So you don't talk about some of the challenges them where the court reporters association don't they face. How wanna go use this AGM also for address some of the issues there. So we talk about one we get for do with couple for run the affairs of the association.
We still try to meet other stakeholders them because we know say everything largely we not enough.
Okay.
We try to engage with judiciary. Presently we get an engagement. We want to thank the current Honorable Chief Justice. It don't give you the space.
Okay.
It don't give you this really space for the we practice we profession and report the court freely. So with this particular engagement we also with CJ, we believe say because they self this guy. Like I say initially when I start the conversation, they don't do a training for we.
Okay.
We're at 2020 and we still engage them. They don't promise to do another training, follow-up training in the coming months or year.
So when are the AGM?
The AGM will take place the 29th and the 30th.
Well, so how many court reporters then we on the expect for the part of this AGM?
We expect over 50 generally. explore 50.
All right, the program na midday show where they come to you from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We get Ibrahim Kabature, Secretary General, Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, where they have for talk about the annual general meeting where then go tomorrow and next tomorrow. The program na midday show where they come to you from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM where they look at another issue inside the program. The program officer Prevention First Initiative Salmado Banyawai say one challenge where girl pick it on the face where they kid on the menstruation na the better wash facility where not in a school and some community them. This is our interview with Radio Democracy where we talk about the whole menstrual hygiene day winner May 28th winner today. And talk more to me inside this interview.
This day is it's a worldly commemoration of menstrual hygiene or menstruation or menstrual health. And this is because there's so many issues surrounding these topics. Everybody during this 10 years will increase advocacy, increase awareness, increase education. So at least for targeted challenges there when it comes to menstruation.
All right, so what are the importance of this day?
One, education, with the increase awareness and education. So they go to different places there, they educate people there and tell them about menstruation, tell them about menstrual hygiene. Why? Because they're not going to find picking day the same period. They never know what's in that period, it go make for it, it go feel for even talk, it go feel say they can buy tea, don't do, it go shame by people, but if she's educated, then it go able own up to that day and know how to take care of it.
All right, so what's not some of the misconception them we people only get about menstruation?
Okay, so for one, they talk say this whole menstruation thing not taboo, you shouldn't talk about it, nothing we for discuss on our homes. If you want to talk about menstruation inside secret or not to me to you, which is not supposed to be the case, because menstruation are like a healthy thing until it happens to all women. So if I for make embrace them, because it's nothing to be shy about, it's nothing to make it a taboo, for openly speak about them, because it's something that's happened to everybody. Another thing back at this blood, so they can say the blood unclean, the blood this, the blood that, it's not just the ordinary blood, it just can't be seen, it gets other affecting the para. So there's no need for the blood unclean or anything or anything. Another issue another misconception people get is that when they see your period, for waiting, for do certain things, for take part in sports, for touch person, for touch food, for they get like so many of those ones where they can see
how accessible menstrual products and for girl picking them more with the go school.
Okay, so for girl picking where they go school for within Freetown and within Freetown, they get different shop there, different stores there in upstate, don't markets to the selling pad then. So basically I can say then get pad all around. So the access is better, it's good. Okay, but other areas like rural areas, like the suburb areas, to come in some people picking an inside village, So imagine the village from the south side of the shop the way they sell the period, the menstrual pad, they're not able to access them. So accessibility is one thing, and also back affordability, because majority of people are now they switch to pieces because the pad in price they increase every year. So that makes some man they lead to waiting for use pad pieces way. It's okay, but if you don't know how to go about it, it can lead you to a greater risk when infection, long run and infertility. Then back the type of pad back where they use, because could people that can sell pad that is country also. So pad where you don't use and say if they find out say the plastic on top they begin cherry. So the quality of the products back is another thing we have to consider. So that means the one they want a good quality now, they're expensive. The one on a poor quality they're cheap.
Okay, so what's some of the challenge them where women they face regarding menstruation?
Number one, access and affordability. Then they will get the pad, the size of get the pad, they don't get money for get the pad is expensive. So that's one challenge. Another challenge is the education. Not all man have to take care of yourself during the period. Not all man will say if you change the pad frequently. Not all man will say if you clean yourself, Not all man know about the infections, not all man know about the risk then. So education, not all even all man know how menstruation they happen. Because I believe say as woman, if you know nothing happens inside your body. So that stigmatization then another challenge we people they face when it comes to menstruation. And lastly, we don't get enough wash facilities in the schools then, because some schools don't get water. The lack of wash facilities in the school and the surrounding communities, that's another challenge we face.
So how governments and other body then go address some of the challenges there so you don't talk about, especially the one we get for do with wash facility?
Okay, so if we can come, if the schools them per se, because majority of the people they go school, then he try to get the facilities say we get water. Even the people say they're able to take care of farm for themselves, at least when they get interested, all schools get the water for take care of themselves, even the communities and say because a man will go to market, let you go to market, you go see the period because period they say you only they come at any point in time. So you go find make when ensure say we get water facilities and the different communities and the schools then
Well, that's now be the program officer for the Prevention First Initiative, Salmadu Banyawai. Inside that interview with me, also in say one part they challenge them we gal picking them down the face, we then kill on the administration. Now the better wash facility we knocking in a school and some community them. The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We the look at another issue inside the program. The Chairman and Chief Commissioner, National Commission for Persons with Disability, Brahma Abdullah Sharif, say for make sure say students them with disability benefits from free education policy for persons to live with disability. Make the commission they verify them students them na different universities them across the country. It talk this into Radio Democracy in our interview where we talk about the verification exercise with the National Commission for Persons with Disability they do now for students them with disability na university na the country. It talk more to reporter Sonia Bed inside this interview.
So when I take over last year as Chairman and Chief Commissioner, I do an internal capacity gap assessment for understand the level side the commission there.
Okay.
And one of the feedback and results where I get now the loose ends of Section 14, where we talk about rights to tertiary education and the way the system will be misused. This now government resources where they go for support students with disabilities. We want to make sure say government resources not be wasted, and we serve and the capacity for make sure say people for benefit from that provision inside the act be people who don't have people with disabilities. So take two major decisions at management level. One, now that we go do verification and validation of students, now the institutions.
Okay.
And then two, for now, not just the Chairman and Chief Commissioner go sign any letter we get for those validating students to the institutions. So now that make early this year, we start the first phase, and then we now have to look at commerce, and then EBK University.
Okay, so we decided we don't cover the university, we don't cover. What's not the experience during the verification exercise?
Very good. It can be an opportunity for listening to other things apart from just the issue of benefit. For instance, students raise the issues about extra charges when they pay in a college, graduation fees when they pay in a college. But some of them generally the challenges when they get for actually pay transport for go college. And sometimes we also listen to students then we also talk about the institutional challenges we get for those structural barriers where students they face. For instance, some classrooms not friendly, saying they take exams, they're not friendly, but also the best practice of making sure say people with disability get extra time, where we're different from what people don't get disability than time. It helps you for them weed out people there because we do them in a very credible way, especially for disability so you foresee. Disability so you foresee, we refer these people into other partner institutions like Site Savers and the Minister of Health to help you for able to verify. So it was a good exercise.
Okay, so what's not the way forward now for the challenger way you don't mention for so as commission for address the challenger?
Well, once I listen to them challenge the day, I go back to the act for look at the provisions of the act and see what you need for. The unfortunate thing is that the 2011 Act not been get a regulation because a regulation now they explain some of them detailed provisions there. For example, a regulation for explain what free tertiary education mean. Maybe you talk about tuition, extra charge, graduation fees, but you know did it. So one of the things so they begin looking at that now. They can review the Persons with Disability Act. We get a bill already. We don't only push for make sure when once we get that as a law, we get a regulation way up and very clear. But we also work with the Minister of Tertiary and Higher Education. We most of the times don't they support we would cover letters for say how students can graduate from the institution if they get for pay some of them fear. But we also do awareness raising to students for understand say why is that gap there and we not get any law to cover that gap there. Let students also be ready for make sure say them foot some of them bill there. And the commission they try to look at the opportunity. If we able to get money from government where you for support what you do, we want to allocate some resources for see how we can support some of them gap then they. But of course it's very difficult to weigh as a commission because we send any resources for run, although don't build a partnership with a lot of other institutions, but most times on project based. So these key issues we really supposed to capture inside government budgets, but we still work with government.
Okay, so waiting now the criteria for letting students there will be verified.
So they look at the definition of disability. Disability say na a long-term impairment, whether na physical, sensory, psychosocial, mental, where in interaction with the environment, they prevent somebody from perform as efficiently and effectively like person who got disability. So that's what they use. So if you say that person with disability, we go for look at how your disability don't affect the way how you for perform, your level of functionality, level of support. So based on that, now they use for building criteria.
So how this data one we don't correct from the verification, therefore support service for students then with disability in a university then across.
One, we go down produce a credible document where the university go use, and it also go down help them for know who that's the commission don't validate. We will mean say that 10 day will be get over bloated list, it not going to happen anymore. But also for we now also data for we now the commission, because the country not get a comprehensive data on people with disabilities. So some of this data will they collect, they help we for begin for post together pieces of data where at the end of the day, by the time the national population census they start, we already get some information we go serve inside with bank. We're really very important. But most importantly, one for ensure say we safeguard government resources, we use them the best way possible. So whatever data we'll get, we'll also share. Students who don't benefit from this scheme, we'll share them through the Ministry of Social Welfare. So we'll put as part of them performance of the success stories where the ministry able for deliver with the agency over the years.
So what's not the time frame for this verification exercise?
So most times we look at when the university student then send the list. For example, we started in January with one. We don't do this one for IPAM and for Probate College, and for them they just get this week because not to everybody be able for go. Some be there on exams, but they still get the opportunity for Canada Commission law will do their verification. So we don't give them this week for law finalizer for IPAM and for Probate College. We started to put together another plan for Milton Magai and for EBK University and for College of Medicine for make sure say they're saying for benefits. We don't get the list there already. We don't come up from the student leaders then. For the commission, now a priority for make sure say we do this for student, and I make no sooner we get a list from any institutions with a set time and make sure so go verify them.
Well, that's number the chairman and chief commissioner, National Commission for Persons with Disability, Brahma Abdullahi Sharif. Inside the interview with Sonia Bell, also say the verification we did do for persons living with disability, now for make the commission able for verify students them na different universities in the country. The program now made this show. Where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, we still get Ibrahim Kabature, one of the Secretary General, Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, where they are for talk about the annual general meeting. We don't look at what's in this meeting here, so but we look at all that then qualify for attend the annual general meeting of the Salon Reporters Court Association. So whether they for qualify, whether they qualify for attend this meeting?
Now paid up member.
Okay.
For be full paid up member, you qualify for be part, and we get a fee.
Okay.
We will pay for the parts of this AGM.
Okay.
800 leons. We get to include your accommodation, your transport, and you feed in for the 2 days we spend on McKinney.
All right. So now the fee no more possible for be part of.
Part of yes. Watching a journalist, and if you be a journalist again.
All right. So what if me not a court reporter but again interest for go?
Yes, that then you go pay. We don't put we olive branch for the we encourage journalists to be part because we need the members them actually. And not any kind of members. If you be a journalist and if you're in media houses, and if you want to be part, you go pay 800 leons and be part of this AGM.
So what's in the report and if I expect from this annual general meeting?
Greatness, fun, entertaining, accountability. All of them are a full package for journalists. Them. So they encourage all journalists when a court reporter for paid and due before Friday. Because Friday we depart and we arrive now McKinney the same Friday. Saturday the AGM start. So
when I go for kill goods or ship a car, Sierra Leone reporters you know can do?
No, Sierra Leone reporters then get money. We don't get money. We'll go try to do something great at least.
All right, so what's going to make this year unique from last year as this now the second time one of the old this meeting?
Because we go to the provincial district.
Okay.
It will be unique. And we get so many plans. I don't have to reveal all the plans that we'll get. The journalists then paid and used there, and the reporters then paid and used there for be part of this AGM.
All right, so what do you they expect from reporters them at this AGM? We think for their contribution so far. What do they expect?
We want for them to comport themselves. We don't want for them to get issue with because we don't get a meeting with the stakeholders now McKinney. We want for them to put up their best behavior. Please, at the appeal as general of the association, please say we put up our best behavior and we ensure say we go get to AGM and return back in the return.
All right, so let me look at after this AGM waiting reporters them for what they expect from.
We get piles of activities them we don't put in line.
Mhm.
We want to go discuss at the AGM. Among the things that we want to discuss, not concerning things, and we want to get a tour. We get for doing most of the tongue, the big tongue there, and we want to get trainings them. Like I say, we get courts then we in the judiciary. We reporters and the reports on the courts and like the ACC courts. We get the NACIT courts, and we get the sexual penetration courts. We have very, very important courts there. Because of journalists, they're not familiar with the courts, and they know the reports on the courts. So we will need a training from the judiciary. Always current Chief Justice don't do very well in terms of helping, give you the platform, give you the space, but we need more training. We need them.
All right,
so
so as we kind of for end the program, waiting could be on a next move, on an immediate action after the AGM.
Immediate action, we get to election.
Okay.
That's a day in line. Immediately after the AGM, we write to SLAJ, forget to election, coming election.
All right, plenty thank you. Ibrahim Kabature, Secretary General, Sierra Leone Court Reporters Association, will be there for talk about the annual general meeting. We did the whole program, made the show go left for today. Plenty thank you to my producer, Theodore Arena, and plenty thank you to my Kamabangora for making us live on Facebook, and plenty thank you to DJ Lulu for in technical support. May we present this edition of the program. May the show come to you. My name is Namastan Swagedi Sitata.